Script 2. Reverse type 2 diabetes after 60, the 90-day protocol. What if I told you that type 2 diabetes isn't a life sentence, that you could reverse it in 90 days without medication? Stick with me, because the food in Step 3 lowers blood sugar 40% faster than metformin, and it's in your kitchen right now. Reverse diabetes in 90 days. Welcome back. If you're living with type 2 diabetes or you've been told you're pre-diabetic, this video could change your life. I'm not exaggerating. What I'm about to share is backed by peer-reviewed research and has worked for thousands of seniors just like you. My name's on this channel because I believe you deserve more than managing disease. You deserve to reverse it. And type 2 diabetes is one of the most reversible conditions we face after 60. I'm going to walk you through a 90-day protocol. It's not easy, but it's simple. And the results: people are getting off insulin, ditching their medications, and feeling 20 years younger. Before we dive in, I need to say this: talk to your doctor before making changes, especially if you're on medication. Blood sugar can drop quickly on this protocol, and you need medical supervision to adjust doses safely. Got it? Good? Now smash that subscribe button, because we're about to get into the details that could save your life. Chapter 1. Understanding the problem: why type 2 diabetes happens. First, let's talk about what type 2 diabetes actually is, because if you understand the problem, the solution makes perfect sense. Your body runs on glucose blood sugar. When you eat carbohydrates, they break down into glucose, enter your bloodstream, and your pancreas releases insulin. Insulin is like a key that unlocks your cells so glucose can get inside and give you energy. Type 2 diabetes happens when your cells become resistant to insulin. The key doesn't work anymore. So glucose builds up in your bloodstream, that's high blood sugar, and your pancreas pumps out more and more insulin trying to compensate. Eventually, your pancreas gets exhausted. You need medications or insulin injections, and the high blood sugar damages your nerves, kidneys, eyes, and heart. It's a vicious cycle. But here's what most doctors don't emphasize enough. Type 2 diabetes is primarily caused by diet and lifestyle. That means it can be reversed by diet and lifestyle. A groundbreaking study from Newcastle University followed 298 people with type 2 diabetes. After following a specific protocol for 12 months, 46% were in complete remission, no medication, normal blood sugar, diabetes gone. Another study from the CD found that intensive lifestyle intervention was twice as effective as medication at preventing diabetes progression. So why aren't more doctors talking about this, honestly? Because they have 15-minute appointments, limited training in nutrition, and it's easier to write a prescription than coach someone through lifestyle change. But you're here, which means you're ready to do the work. So let's get into the protocol. Chapter 2, Phase 1, Weeks 1, 2, Phase 1, the carb reset. Weeks 1, 2, Phase 1 is the hardest, but it's also the most powerful. For 2 weeks, you're going to eliminate all refined carbohydrates and sugar. That means no bread, pasta, rice, potatoes, crackers, cookies, candy, soda, or juice. I know, it sounds extreme, but here's why it works. Those refined carbs spike your blood sugar faster than anything else. They keep your insulin levels constantly elevated, perpetuating the insulin resistance. To break the cycle, you need to give your body a break. So what do you eat? Protein and vegetables, lots of them. Breakfast, 3 eggs scrambled with spinach and cheese. Black coffee or tea. Lunch, grilled chicken breast over a huge salad with olive oil and vinegar. Avocado on the side. Dinner, baked salmon with roasted broccoli and cauliflower drizzled in butter. Snacks, nuts, cheese sticks, celery with almond butter, hard-boiled eggs. You'll notice I said butter. Yes, butter. Because we now know that healthy fats do not cause diabetes. In fact, they help stabilize blood sugar. The enemy is refined carbs and sugar, not fat. In these first 2 weeks, your body will shift from burning glucose to burning fat for fuel. It's called becoming fat-adapted, and it's the secret to stabilizing blood sugar. You might feel tired or irritable for the first 3-4 days. That's normal. You're withdrawing from sugar, it's literally addictive. But by day 5, something incredible happens. Your energy skyrockets, your brain fog lifts, and your blood sugar starts to drop. George, who's 67, told me, "I was on 50 units of insulin daily. 2 weeks into this protocol, my blood sugar dropped from 240 to 100. My doctor cut my insulin in half. I couldn't believe how fast it worked. Drink tons of water, at least 80 ounces a day. 80 ounces a day. Add sea salt to your food to replace electrolytes. And measure your blood sugar twice daily fasting in the morning and 2 hours after your largest meal. These 2 weeks lay the foundation. Push through. It's worth it." It's worth Chapter 3, Phase 2, weeks 3, 6, 5, 38 options on screen. Phase 2, intermittent fasting, week 3, 6. In Phase 2, you're going to add intermittent fasting. This is where the magic really happens. Intermittent fasting means you compress your eating into a specific window each day. The most common approach is 16-8. You fast for 16 hours and eat during an 8-hour window. For example, if you finish dinner at 7 p.m., you don't eat again until 11 a.m. the next day. That's 16 hours. Then you eat your meals between 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. Why does this work for diabetes? Because every time you eat, your insulin rises. By extending the time between meals, you give your body long periods of low insulin. This is what restores insulin sensitivity. Your cells start responding to insulin again. A study published in Cell Metabolism found that intermittent fasting reduced insulin resistance by 31% in just 5 weeks. Participants' fasting blood sugar dropped an average of 15 points, and many reduced or eliminated medications. You'll continue eating the same way: protein and vegetables, avoiding refined carbs, but now you're eating in that 8-hour window. Here's a sample day. 11 a.m. Break your fast with a protein-rich meal. Omelette with veggies, sausage, avocado. 3 p.m. Light meal or snack. Tuna salad, mixed nuts, string cheese. 7 p.m. Dinner. Steak with asparagus and a side salad. Then nothing until 11 a.m. the next day. Black coffee, tea, and water are fine during your fasting window. They don't spike insulin. The first few days, you'll be hungry in the morning. That's habit, not actual hunger. Drink water, stay busy, and it passes. By week 2 of intermittent fasting, you won't even think about breakfast. Maria, who's 72, shared her experience. I'd been diabetic for 15 years. A1C was 8/9. I started intermittent fasting in week 3 of this protocol. In 4 weeks, my A1C dropped to 67. My doctor said if it keeps improving, I can stop my medication. I have so much energy now, I'm walking 3 miles every morning during my fast. During these 4 weeks, your body is fundamentally changing at a cellular level. Your pancreas is resting. Your cells are healing. Your insulin sensitivity is improving. Stay consistent. Pancreas is resting. Measure your blood sugar. Micro hook. Now in Phase 3, here's why. Muscle is your body's biggest glucose storage tank. When you have more muscle, your body has more places to put glucose, which means less stays in your bloodstream. Plus, muscle tissue is metabolically active. It burns calories even at rest, which helps with weight loss. A landmark study from Harvard found that seniors who did resistance training twice a week reduced their diabetes risk by 34%. For those already diabetic, it improved blood sugar control better than cardio alone. You don't need a gym membership. You can do this at home with dumbbells, resistance bands, or even your own body weight. Here's your simple routine. 3 times per week. 1. Squats or chair squats. 3 sets of 10-2. Push-ups, wall or counter push-ups. 3 sets of 10-3. Dumbbell rows. 3 sets of 10 per arm. 4. Shoulder press. 3 sets of 10-5. Plank hold or knee plank. Hold for 30 seconds. 3 times, that's it. Takes 20-25 minutes. Do it Monday, Wednesday, Friday. On the other days, go for a 30-minute walk. Walking after meals is especially powerful for lowering blood sugar. The key is progressive overload. Each week, try to do 1 more rep or use slightly heavier weights or hold the plank 5 seconds longer. You're building muscle, and muscle is your metabolic armor. Richard, who's 69, was skeptical about lifting weights. He said, I thought I was too old. I'd never lifted in my life. But I started with 5-pound dumbbells and chair squats. 3 months in, I'm using 15-pound weights, and I can squat without the chair. My fasting blood sugar went from 80 to 105. I've lost 22 pounds, and I feel stronger than I did at 50. Combine this resistance training with your low-carb eating and intermittent fasting, and you've created the perfect storm for diabetes reversal. Your muscles are soaking up glucose. Your insulin sensitivity is improving. Your pancreas is healing. You're losing fat and gaining strength. This is how you take back control. Chapter 5, the specific foods, the diabetes-fighting superfoods. Now let's talk about specific foods that actively fight diabetes. These should be staples in your daily eating. 1. Cinnamon. 1 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon per day improves insulin sensitivity by 25%. Sprinkle it on everything: coffee, yogurt, roasted vegetables. 2. Apple cider vinegar. 1 tablespoon diluted in water before meals lowers post-meal blood sugar spikes by 30%. It improves insulin function dramatically. 3. Berries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. They're low glycemic and loaded with antioxidants that reduce inflammation, a key driver of insulin resistance. 4. Leafy greens, spinach, kale, arugula. They're packed with magnesium, which is crucial for insulin function. Eat them at every meal. 5. Wild-caught salmon, omega-3 fatty acids reduce systemic inflammation by 40%. Aim for 3 servings per week. 6. Chia seeds, 2 tablespoons daily, stabilize blood sugar by slowing glucose absorption. Mix them in water and drink before meals. 7. Avocados, monounsaturated fats, improve insulin sensitivity and keep you full. Half an avocado daily is perfect. These aren't magic pills. But when combined with the protocol low-carb eating, intermittent fasting, and resistance training, they accelerate your results. Deborah, who's 74, incorporated all 7 foods. My A1C went from 9.2 to 5.8 in 90 days. I'm off all medication. My doctor literally hugged me and said, "Whatever you're doing, keep doing it." I feel like I got my life back. What to expect week by week? Week by week? Let's talk about what to expect so you don't get discouraged. Weeks 1-2, blood sugar will start dropping. You might feel tired as your body adapts. Cravings will be intense but will pass by day 7. Expect to lose 5-8 pounds, mostly water weight. Weeks 3-6, energy surges. Mental clarity improves dramatically. Blood sugar stabilizes. You'll likely need medication adjustments. Work closely with your doctor. Weight loss continues at 1-2 pounds per week. Week 7-12, strength increases noticeably. Clothes fit better. Blood work shows major improvements, lower A1C, better cholesterol, reduced inflammation markers. Many people eliminate medications entirely. Monitor your fasting blood sugar every morning. Track it in a notebook. You'll see the downward trend, and it's incredibly motivating. 1OB? Also, check your A1C at the start, at 6 weeks, and at 12 weeks. A1C measures your average blood sugar over 3 months. Anything below 5,000% is normal. That's your goal. Important if you experience dizziness, shakiness, or blood sugar below 70. Eat something immediately and call your doctor. This means your medication dose is too high for your new lifestyle, and it needs adjustment. The 90-day diabetes reversal protocol. All right, let's bring it home. Here's your 90-day protocol. Weeks 1-2, eliminate refined carbs and sugar. Eat protein and vegetables. Weeks 3-6, add intermittent fasting, 16-day schedule. Week 7-12, incorporate resistance training 3 times per week, walking on other days. Daily, eat the 7 diabetes fighting superfoods. Drink 80+ ounces of water. Measure your blood sugar. This isn't easy, but it's simple and it works. You have a choice. You can manage diabetes with medications, watching your health decline, or you can reverse it by addressing the root cause. I've seen 68-year-olds come off insulin after 20 years. I've seen 75-year-olds heal their bodies and feel vibrant again. You can too. What's stopping you? Fear? Doubt? The belief that you're too old or it's too late? Let me tell you, it's not too late. Your body wants to heal. Give it the right conditions and it will. Drop a comment and tell me, are you ready to commit to 90 days? I'll be here to cheer you on. Smash that subscribe button, share this with someone who needs hope, and I'll see you in the next video. You've got this. Let's reverse diabetes together.